fingers, I'll get back in there in charge. But guess what? I found out that 1 hour and 8 seconds costs basically 1.5 gigs. I mean, pretty much almost on the dot. It was super freaking 1 hour 8 minutes, 1.5 gigs, which is not too bad. That means I can go for another 2 hours and 16 minutes. But then I'm out of data. But then it cost me $20 to get more data. But I don't have no damn internet, so I have no other explanation, nothing to do. So the only way I have to get on the internet is have data. So it's just connection, which I like. That's why I like unlimited internet. And anyways, I'm not here to freaking tell you what to do with your stuff. There's a lot of people out there that don't even have any idea what a megabit or a megabyte or a kill. What's the difference between a kilobyte and a megabyte? 1,000 times. Anyways, I mean, they won't even understand what that means because they just don't understand computer technology. And I'm not here to really sit there and bore everybody. But if you ask me, I'll tell you. I know what it is. I know too much. I mean, I know too damn much. And those things are really irrelevant. What is irrelevant when it comes to everything about everybody is that a lot of us fucking start hating people we shouldn't hate. But then there's a lot of reasons to hate what they do. That doesn't mean what they're doing is wrong. That is always a fact, even when you do something wrong. But hating the individual is, I think, in my opinion, is the worst thing you can do. Because you're blaming them for something that in their shoes you would have done the same way. Anyway, I'm not going to argue with you on that point. I think it's real. I think that we all do that mistake. We judge people when, inappropriately. And I want to ask you this. If a judge signs a freaking order, right? And in the order, her reason for continuing the order is a recusal. Isn't that a sledgehammer in the justice of law? Doesn't that show that something was flawed from the beginning, from the onset of everything? Anyways, according to the law, I am totally in my right. I am totally, yeah, and that's why I did a writ of habeas corpus. I mean, there's not very many people that could figure that shit out. I mean, I had AI to help me, but it took a lot of work to talk it. I needed to learn the rules. Is this right? Is that right? Is this right, man? It's not easy. You got to get the format right. Otherwise, even the clerk won't accept your filings. Can I ask? You can ask whatever you want, my friend. I see you guys. Hello. I mean, Jack the WNG and the AATC. I like that. And like Jack the. Anyways, in the how do I pronounce your name, bro? I mean, the Yellowstone slow cams. I mean, the YT slow cams. And then the Marshville. Welcome you guys. Thanks for coming in. I mean, I'm on you guys all come in and it's like goes to 20 people watching and it goes one person watching. It's like, is it me watching? Am I talking to myself? I don't think so. I think it's just YouTube testing and teasing me. I mean, because anytime I bring up a hot topic, especially when it's justice for all of us, it's just it goes up. People scroll through because it's a thing. Like, people don't know how to defend themselves, and if you follow my channel, people will find out what to do. Because if you ask me, I will answer. Well, thank you for subscribing, but it's It's great, It's just I'm fighting for everybody in my because everything I do, it's happened to somebody. I literally sat inside the courtroom and watched a father pretty much get tackled by the police. Thank goodness the guy did not do nothing, because I wanted to tell him don't do that because that's just gonna make you look. You won't be able to hold him accountable. You can't do nothing. You can be angry all you want. Courts allow that. They fucking like restrained the baby mama in my case and took her outside. She didn't get held in contempt. They should literally throw people in jail when they disrespect the judge. But I'm glad they don't. I'm glad that in a couple levels because our justice system is so flawed that unless it was perfect, they shouldn't. But still, it's always I respect the judge that's raping me up the ass. It don't matter. She's still a judge. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't care. We still have to honor our core values, even though that they're not doing it. If we're doing it, it shows that we're better than them, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. But it makes no example if we disrespect them and expect them not to disrespect us. You gotta wake up and give respect and love for everybody, your neighbors, and everybody. It doesn't matter. We want everybody. The will of God wants everybody. Not you, not me. They want your enemies too. For that is what I believe. And for that, I believe I know. And I'm not going to argue with anybody with that part because there ain't not one person on this planet, even as much as I hate what they're doing, and that's what we got to do. We don't focus on the individual, we focus on the action because technically is if they were not who they are. And that's the whole bag of tricks of hate. It's like look at what they would have been if they weren't who they were. They could have been a saint from another. It's just I think everybody has their own set of requirements. And I think those requirements are flawed because of the fact that we just can't control that situation. No, not gonna lie, your voice kind of reminds me of Willie Burp from An American Tale 2. Speaking of, I could work on like some An American Tale sequel called Festivals Gold Rush, which is based in the game. So you think that I'm like, that's funny. Like I have I am a guy have a good voice. That's funny. I mean, it's like I can actually make a lot of voices. Hello. I don't know. I can. Now, if I really get angry, I can talk like this. That's not even angry because I'm actually teasing myself. We got this new kitten up there knocking shit down. Knock it off. I gotta get rid of those kittens, man. It's like my mom wants to feed the neighborhood and all the cats, but they're not friendly. They're. I mean, if they were friendly, it'd be great. I would be able to find them a home easy. But even the kittens, it's an amazing kitten. It's fine. It's not comfortable with humans. It is what it is, But hi, what you take on Epstein situation? Well, I mean, in my opinion, the Epstein situation, I mean, Dean Koontz, Dean Koontz, and the husband has already highlighted this shit fucking 10 years ago. Have you ever read The Husband by Dean Koontz? It is literally, it didn't name specifically Donald Trump, but it is exactly fucking on point. I mean, it is sad, but it is, and it points out the fucking corruption. It points out the fact that every freaking man in this fucking world can't admit to their own bullshit. And that is what it is, man. No man can freaking supersede another man because they can't admit to their own freaking bullshit. Because if truth be told, we all are motherfucking perverts. Most men are perverts. And that's what it is. End of story, everybody. It is that case. And if Trump can hold himself accountable, no, he's too busy. Look what I did. Look what I did. You know, no, he couldn't hold himself accountable for that shit. No, it's just like, the only way to fix something in this fucking sick and twisted fucking world is hold yourself accountable and allow everybody else to do it without fucking consequence. There's no consequence for fucking saying, hey, it's fucking wrong. We got to do the right fucking thing. No, it doesn't matter. We got to fucking hold our fucking brains and our fucking in the story, man. The Epstein thing, there's some people that are more guilty than others. That's my take on the Epstein thing. And there are a lot more people more guilty than the others, but anybody keeping a secret, you're making yourself look a lot more guilty. Everybody fucking just own up to your fucking own bullshit, because we all are fucking guilty of all that fucking kind of creepy ass shit. We know we are. Don't lie to yourself. I read that book and I read it and it's like, no, it's a fact, man. We all fall short of anything we think we don't know, not saying that you're going to ever do anything like that, but I'm just saying, it didn't cross your mind. Don't fucking lie to me. The devil crushed your mind. That's the whole point. And that's what it means to be a human. Own up to it. And that's all I'm saying. The Epstein thing is, Trump is probably just as guilty as most of everybody in this fucking planet. Even your own best friend. So, my opinion is sound. Don't throw stones before you can agree that you might have made the same motherfucking mistake. Stop trying to fucking cover up your own fucking mistake with somebody else's mistake. Love and let bygones be bygones. It don't mean anybody gets away with it, but it just means we got to correct it. Everybody should fucking just be fucking true to themselves and true to their brothers and sisters in this fucking world, man, and their unborn children. It's fucking annoying, man. It really is. Because it's like, it's heartbreaking in a huge ass fucking way. Everybody being dishonest. That's just, it doesn't wake anybody up. But Dean Koontz woke me up because I read that book and I think it's fucking factual. In a sense, it has a huge factual basis. Read the book, understand what I'm saying. It's creepy as fuck. It's the most creepiest book I've ever read by Dean Koontz besides The Watchers and stuff. But he made a lot of good books. But I'll tell you straight up, ain't no man in this world has never been a boy in a younger world and wanted to, didn't fucking want. Man, come on, man. I mean, think about it, man. You everything you go through, everybody else goes through, pretty much almost on point. You know, no reason to make fun of anybody. You think everybody else is better than somebody. It doesn't make no sense. I mean, you're wasting your fucking time. I don't care how much money fucking you have to hide your fucking bullshit. It is what it is, man. I'm right there with you guys because I made the same fucking mistake in my life. End of story. I'm not Epstein. I wouldn't freaking do that. But I mean, given his predicament in his shoes, I think anybody would have done the same exact thing. And when you put somebody else, that's called empathy. And does he deserve empathy? I think it would fucking wake you the fuck up a little bit, just a little bit, if you had the same sick and twisted understanding of life. You would be the same sick and twisted person in life. And then now, if it's sick and twisted, you didn't know it that way. Oh. Helicopters. No. But anyways, I already know for a fact that Trump was there. I have more evidence than you probably think I do, but I'm not gonna freaking degrade and I have no way to throw stones. Show me a person that can throw stones at somebody like President Trump, somebody that sticks up for us, somebody that according to what he's doing, it seems like it's right. I don't know. You didn't fucking try to do anything. So, I mean, Joe Biden is not even, in my opinion, Joe Biden was just a puppet, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he did a lot of good things behind the scenes, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I can't really vouch for him. It's just like they made him look bad, but he was still a president, and that doesn't matter. I mean, well, that doesn't matter to some people, but he still was a president, and I think I think we're Americans. We should respect that, even though we didn't like that. I think that we should at least respect everybody. Because everybody's going through the same fucking struggles. You ain't no different than me. You ain't no better than me. If you were in my situation, what would you do? No, I don't think I'm anybody, but I can see the struggles. If I was in that guy's shoes, I would probably have fucking seen it that way. I might have done the same thing. That's called jury duty. That's called, hey, in the heat of the moment, and you kill somebody out of self-defense. I can't even see myself killing somebody unless I'm guarding my kids or something, because I'd rather die than kill the other person. I mean, I don't want to fucking kill anybody because I don't want to live with that on my conscience. I'll let that motherfucker kill me. Then he can just torture himself for killing me. I mean, just think about life. Biden was a senile liability, yeah, but he was a crooked politician, I mean, but either way, he still was a politician. I think at the beginning, he might have had a good heart, but then he saw the freaking corruption and he fell into it just like everybody else might have. All I'm saying is, don't be too quick to judge on everybody, because honestly, at the end of his days, it wasn't Joe Biden. It was the super government. And that's why they were so pissed off that Donald Trump took over. And Donald Trump isn't perfect either. Don't get me wrong. I mean, and I would hope that Donald Trump would say that I'm a perfect president. Yeah, I don't think he will say that. But he would if he could. But I don't think he's a perfect president. I don't think he is he's not. No, he's not the best president ever, but, given the circumstances, he is doing a lot better than most presidents I've ever seen in my lifespan. And I look back on my on lifespan, it's like there's a lot that went on. I think that he is doing a very diligent job. I think he could do a better job, but I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the other things that go on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But for his act in on the bombing stuff, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have absolutely no facts to support what he did. I mean, I don't think that Israel was literally. I mean, they. But the scary part is all we know is what we were told to know, and it irritates me that I really think that everybody in Israel or Iran or Iraq, they're not absolutely against America. That's just they're trying to push the agenda on them. Because honestly, only way we can achieve world peace is if we are on the same page of reality. So, current shoes. Biden was a sentinel liability. His son sounds more fucked up than him. My favorite president was always B. Reagan. I mean, I do like Reagan. He was a Democrat, by the way. You know that, right? He was a Democrat. And my favorite joke is his thing when he says, and when he goes up on the stand, he says, "I've never been on that platform." Because he calls out, he comically calls out the Democratic understanding of, he's like, because it's like Democrats are good. I mean, if we didn't have Democrats, I mean, think about what we'd be living in. We'd literally be living in a communist Republican nation. Since we have Democrats and Republicans fighting for the office, we're living in balance. And without the balance, we'd be fucked. We would be in a dictatorship regardless. But thanks goodness for checks and balances, that our government has put into place. It's like, I mean, we're in a country that is supposed to put God first. One nation. It's what it says. I was there a kid. One nation under God, the invisible. That's what it says. We're supposed to be one nation under God, and we have forgotten God. And once you forget the God that caused you to win the wars, then a war is going to creep up behind you and take you out. You can't forget the God that made you. And our nation is forgetting, and that's the scary part. We're forgetting the God that fought for us. Nukes didn't make us win. Nukes gave us knowledge to drop the nukes, but those nukes won't work. They won't not work. You don't think God can turn off a nuke? You don't think that he has the ability to disable the bomb before it can go off? I mean, or even disable anything? Everything that happens is controlled by and through. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not afraid of God. I'm not afraid of God. I'm just afraid of displeasing him, which I know I do most of the time. But there's not really no excuse for that. But I just know him too much to know that he's not going to forgive me. He'll forgive me. But the big point and the big picture is, will he forgive everybody else? God will bring a ruin to those that are ruining the earth. As it's written, the earth is his This little tiny ball of dust in the universe is a very sacred ground. We're in holy ground no matter where you go. The indivisible, not the invisible, yeah. Indivisible. Okay, so I got that wrong. Indivisible. It does seem like it says indivisible, so I'm wrong. I mean, thanks for correcting me. But yeah, I mean, I really believe that there is only one true God. You know, there is not multiple gods. I mean, there is. God created. I mean, it said it in the Bible. We always are confused about the beginning. It says, open up your damn Bible. It says, search it on Google. Do it on AI. Let us make man. Let us, not God made man out of his image. No, it says, let us make man. Let us, as in more than one in man's image, in God's image, in his likeness, in his everything. You know what that means, right? We were all made to be like God in the beginning. And that trickery that does in the Garden of Eden, you are bound to be like God, knowing good and evil. But the whole trickery was you are bound to make your own decisions without being connected to God. And so she literally said, I can do it on my own. I don't want to know my creator. And that's the devastating part, is like, you don't want to know who made you? You want to be made and not know who made you? That's kind of heartbreaking. That's not even kind of heartbreaking. That's terrifying. Like, you just want to be made and not know who made you, and not be with the person that made you, or the being or the creator that made you. How could you ever justify something like that? I mean, how could you turn away from your own maker? It's like biting the hand that feeds. It's insane. But most of us do it all the time without knowing it. I mean, a lot of us do it. Maybe we're knowing it. Oh, that tastes nasty. No, anyways. You alive again or what? What? No, I mean, I'm about ready to not be alive because I'm on my cellular data. See, I had a falling out with my internet service provider, and they want $800 to turn my internet on. So now I'm petitioning. Now I have to go sell my soul to the devil to get internet money. To pay my bill, because they wanted to increase me to a gigabit up and down. I mean, I don't need a gigabit up and down. I mean, a half a gigabit is all I need for YouTube and my kids. Everything is only a half a gig. There's no way. I mean, it works. It does help when you're downloading documents or uploading documents. It certainly makes it go 4 times faster. But I can't afford it, so I have to wait 4 times longer. It's fine. But no, I told them to drop it down, and my internet company is holding my internet hostage at a price tag of $1,000 or something like that, close to $800 to $1,000, because they keep telling me it was 800, and then they tell me it's 900, and then they tell me it's 1,000. I don't trust them anymore. I'm fucking irritated with this fucking world, man. I'm irritated with it. I'm irritated, and I bet you everybody else is. I mean, I agreed, and I'll pay what I agreed to. I'll pay the $420 because it's really $420, which is fucking insane. $420. That's exactly what 35 times 12. I mean, that's what it adds up to. It's super fucking weird. But yeah. So, I mean, they can't charge me. They should not be able to charge me the fucking gigabit because how am I supposed to like test that every fucking day? Oh my God, I'm getting too much speed. I'm getting too much speed. My internet's going too fast. It's working too well because I'm afraid you're going to overcharge me in the long run because Charter was a dick and they wanted to suck my toe. And I figure you want to suck my toe too. Yeah, so turn my fucking internet down, you motherfuckers, because you're trying to rape me blindly. You know, that's what they did anyways. So no matter what the fuck I did, because I called them up at least twice and told them, hey, my internet doesn't seem like it's going slow enough. I mean, in technical support, could you ever call it, my internet is too good. Turn it down. Techno Sports going, what the fuck? They probably thought I was pranking them. And that's why they never fixed my shit. But think about it. Hello, tech support. My internet is going too fast and is working too good. Can you turn it down so... I mean, we can't fix goodness. It's actually kind of funny, man. I mean, think about what I did actually do. I did call them and says, my internet is going too fast. Turn it down. And I didn't realize how funny that actually sounded. Can you turn my internet down? Can you imagine calling your water company? He's like, my water is spraying out too fast. I mean, I'm getting too power to my house. Slow down the power. I mean, it doesn't apply only to the internet. It doesn't apply to, it's retarded to every other thing. But it's kind of hurting my face thinking about how the internet shit was applied. I mean, I'm thinking about the guy that I called up and got a hold of, and I really said, you got my internet, and my internet's too expensively fast. It's too perfect. Turn it down. And they're like, well, if I turn it down, you ain't gonna notice a difference. Because even at that time, I was probably only using 20% of the speed. Like, well, we haven't seen a reason to turn it down. But the whole point is they're charging me for something I don't need, and I couldn't afford. I mean, it's so fucking funny, but yeah, it's so fucking stupid. I don't have any internet. You know, they want to charge me $800 damn, and it's no. And I'll pay you half that, and then we'd be down. You know, I'll pay you half of. You cut that in half, and I'll pay you half. And you give me a month, and I'll pay the end of the bill. That means I pay for the service after the service, and then after the couple months, I'll pay for the service when I have the money. Because I like to be ahead of my bills. I really do. I hate being behind. But it's kind of bullshit that they're pulling what they're pulling. They didn't call me up. They didn't fucking send anything. They expected a fucking email to suffice. And it's like, that's fucking bullshit because it looked like a scam fucking email. You owe $17 fucking dollars to Giddy Ziply Fiber. No, I really didn't think it was a possibility because of the FCC. I mean, they can't do that. They can't all of a sudden just say, "Hey, you owe $800. We shut your water off." You're gonna have to fucking like pay $800, or you have no water. They can't do that with water. They can't do that with electricity. How the fuck could they do it with fucking internet? It's the same fucking concept. You cannot demand an unreasonable amount from anybody in this fucking world that you can't pay. Because I can't pay it. So, and I will probably get a winning fucking vote from the judge on them. I'm taking them to small courts. Small courts, yes. You got to take them to small claims. It's simple. You just go in there, sign out a petition. It actually looks more professional if you just build it on your computer, if you have a computer. But write legibly and print on your fucking thing. It's a pain in the fucking ass because you make mistakes, but write it on paper, make it look good, and then copy over your letters over the little carbon copy bullshit. Take it to it, write hard, because this way you got 4 copies. You don't have to pay for any duplicates. Process server costs you $20 if you do it that way, or have a family member serve it to them. That's it. You're done and over with. Small claims is done. That's how quick small claims works. And it isn't, I mean, it's $10,000. Doesn't seem small to me. No. But when you have but you better have a legitimate claim. Because if you don't, the courts it'll backfire on you and you'll be the one in trouble. And it could induce jail time. Rarely, but it'll backfire and you'll be the one. So you better make sure you have a legitimate claim and understanding of the law. I do. I know I do. You know, there's no way that this could go on like this. And they're going to shut off my internet. No. They have no evidence to show that they made a reasonable effort. Text messages don't count. You know, and I looked at my emails and text messages don't count. You need a paper email and you need at least a phone call. Nowadays, phone calls are required because of disabilities. There's a ton of people disabled out there in this world. So wake up, you guys. All you corporate people, man, you're going to have to make sure you call them up, at least call them up, especially when they're not paying. And just quick reminder, you know, there's a bill coming up and we're about ready, you know, before you shut off their service, let them know that you're doing so. You know, I mean, you're entitled to everything that they owe you. That's a fact. But once you shut off their service, then maybe you're not. So before you shut off their service, you might want to double check that they're not disabled and, you know, yeah. He just shut off a fucking, and that might piss off the world. That's what they did to me. I mean, I am disabled in a sense, but not crippled. I'm not crippled. At 7:30 a.m. It's 4:37 here. You must be close to New York or South Carolina. I mean, Florida's still in the, it's both time zone. I was born in New York. I was born in the USA. Anyways. I mean, at least I wasn't born in a dictatorship. But I think that it doesn't make it hard if you have a good dictator. I mean, there is good dictators and bad dictators. I think that that's a major difference because you got bad presidents and you got good presidents in the USA. And that's it. You know, we still have our own corruption going on strong. Because guess what? The judge that took away my fucking rights to my children, she recused herself. So you know what that means, right? And I didn't know it at the time. That means that everything that stemmed from, Google it. It sounds right to me. Everything that stems from, and I'll show you it if you don't believe me, Her reason for extending the hearing, and I can't believe that you can be that dumb, be an attorney, and then become a judge. That means that you have no black letter law knowledge. Like, what the fuck? That means that you think you're above the law and you write the law, but that's not how it goes. No, you're a judge to make very important decisions on people's life and their kids. And what they did to me and what the attorney knew was, I mean, every attorney, it's fucking 101. Judge recused, judge wrong. No signing orders. Everything that followed after those hearing settings and the reissuance is void on its face. Google it. It is a fact of fucking law. I'm going to get my kids back, and if I don't, then we have no justice system in this fucking world.